Emily had always loved the simple beauty of her small town. The rolling hills, the cozy cafes, and the charming old library that had been the backdrop to so many of her fondest memories. But her heart ached for something more. She yearned for adventure, for a love story that would sweep her off her feet and carry her to far-off places. One sunny afternoon, as she was browsing through the shelves of the library, her eyes were drawn to a dusty, old book. The cover was faded, and the title, Love Beyond the Stars, intrigued her. She pulled it off the shelf, dusted it off, and decided to take it home. Little did she know that this book would become the catalyst for a love story she'd never forget. As she delved into the story within its pages, Emily found herself transported to a world of passion and intrigue. The novel was about two star-crossed lovers, Amelia and Samuel, who defied the odds to be together. It was a love story that transcended time and space, and it stirred something deep within Emily's heart. That evening, unable to put the book down, Emily decided to take it to her favorite cafe. She ordered her usual latte and found a quiet corner to read. Lost in the story, she didn't notice the young man who had just entered the cafe. James, an aspiring writer new to town, was searching for inspiration, and the cozy cafe seemed like the perfect place to find it. James couldn't help but notice Emily, her eyes glued to the book, her face a canvas of emotions as she turned each page. Her presence in the cafe was a ray of sunshine, and he found himself drawn to her. He took a deep breath, gathered his courage, and walked over to her table. "Excuse me," he said with a friendly smile, "I couldn't help but notice you're engrossed in that book. Is it any good?" Startled, Emily looked up, and their eyes met. "Oh, yes," she replied, a blush creeping onto her cheeks. "It's amazing. The love story is so captivating." James took a seat opposite her, and they began to chat about the book. As they spoke, Emily found herself feeling more comfortable with this stranger than she'd ever felt before. James, too, was taken by Emily's warmth and intelligence. They shared their dreams, their love for literature, and their yearning for adventure. Before parting ways that evening, James asked Emily if she'd like to meet again at the cafe the next day. She agreed, and from that day on, they became regulars at the cozy cafe, sharing stories, dreams, and laughter. They even started writing a story together, weaving their own words into the love story of Amelia and Samuel, creating a tale of love beyond the stars. Their friendship grew stronger with each passing day, and they began to explore the town together. Emily showed James her favorite spots, from the scenic overlook on the hill to the hidden garden tucked away in the park. They picnicked by the river, watched the stars at night, and talked about their most profound desires. It was a love story unfolding, even if they didn't realize it yet. One crisp autumn evening, as they sat on a park bench, Emily looked at James and said, "You know, I always thought I needed to travel to find adventure, but I've found something even more exciting right here in our town." James smiled, his heart skipping a beat. "I feel the same way," he confessed. "I've discovered the most extraordinary adventure in you." Their hands touched, and it was as if the stars had aligned to bring them together. Emily's heart raced as she realized that the love story she had read about in that old book was becoming a reality in her own life. The love that was blossoming between them was a love that transcended time and space, just like the love of Amelia and Samuel. Their relationship deepened, and they shared their first kiss under the starry sky, a moment that felt like a dream. They supported each other's dreams and aspirations, knowing that they could conquer anything as long as they were together. As the seasons changed, so did their love. Winter brought cozy nights by the fireplace, spring brought blooming flowers and new beginnings, and summer brought adventures to distant towns. Their love story continued to evolve, just like the ever-changing constellations in the night sky. Emily and James eventually married in the same library where Emily had found the old book that had brought them together. Their love was a testament to the idea that sometimes, the greatest adventures and the most beautiful love stories can be found right in your own backyard. And as they danced at their wedding under a sky full of stars, they knew that their love would forever be a love beyond the stars, a love that had brought them together and would keep them together for all their days to come. As Emily and James settled into their married life, their love continued to flourish. They moved into a quaint cottage on the outskirts of town, surrounded by lush greenery and serene meadows. Their days were filled with the comfort of each other's presence, and their nights were illuminated by the starlit sky that they had come to adore together. The couple had always shared a mutual love for storytelling. James was determined to become a successful writer, and Emily, a talented astrophysicist, often shared her love for the cosmos with James. Together, they found inspiration in the mysteries of the universe and the magic of words. One evening, as they sat by the fireplace, Emily shared an exciting discovery she had made at the observatory. "James," she said with a sparkle in her eye, "I've found an opportunity to work on a groundbreaking project that involves traveling to a remote observatory in a different country. It's an opportunity of a lifetime, but it means being away for a while." James smiled, his love for Emily shining through. "Emily, you've always supported my dreams, and now it's my turn to support yours. Go, pursue this incredible opportunity. I'll be here, working on my writing, and eagerly waiting for your return." Touched by his understanding and unwavering support, Emily kissed him gently. "I love you, James. I promise to return soon, and we'll have even more adventures to share." Emily's journey to the remote observatory was a mix of excitement and longing. She was thrilled to be working on a project that could potentially change the way humanity understood the cosmos. Yet, being away from James, even for a short time, tugged at her heart. During her time at the observatory, Emily's work was consuming, but the nights were when she truly felt alive. Alone with the stars, she would think of James and the love they shared, believing that they were connected by the same celestial constellations no matter the distance that separated them. Meanwhile, back in their cottage, James was pouring his heart and soul into his writing. Emily's absence only deepened his admiration for her and inspired him to create stories filled with love, hope, and the promise of adventure. He wrote about a love that transcended space and time, much like their own. Months passed, and Emily's work at the observatory was nearing completion. The night before her return, she gazed at the stars and made a wish upon the brightest one, silently hoping for a safe journey home and for her love story to continue. When she arrived back at their cottage, the reunion was filled with laughter, tears, and an overwhelming sense of love. Emily had missed James dearly, and he had longed for her return. They spent their first night together under the starry sky, vowing to cherish every moment. Their love continued to grow, strengthened by the challenges they had faced. James's writing career flourished, and his books found their way into the hearts of readers worldwide. Emily's groundbreaking research made her a respected figure in the world of astrophysics. As a couple, they decided to travel the world, exploring new horizons and finding inspiration in the beauty of different cultures. They went stargazing in the deserts of Arizona, watched the northern lights in Iceland, and even took a romantic hot air balloon ride over the savannas of Africa. Through their travels, Emily and James discovered that love wasn't just a feeling, it was an experience. It was the adventures they embarked on together, the laughter that echoed through foreign streets, and the moments of quiet contentment as they watched the sun set over the horizon. But the most memorable journey was yet to come. One evening, as they strolled along the shores of a pristine beach in the Maldives, James stopped and knelt down in the soft sand. He looked into Emily's eyes and said, "Emily, our love story has been like a tale written among the stars, filled with adventure and love beyond measure. Will you make me the happiest man in the universe and marry me?" Tears of joy welled up in Emily's eyes as she nodded, unable to speak. James slipped a dazzling engagement ring onto her finger, sealing their love with a promise to spend the rest of their lives together. Their wedding was a celestial celebration, held under a night sky filled with twinkling stars. Family and friends gathered from far and wide to witness the union of two souls whose love had transcended the boundaries of time and space. The years passed, and Emily and James continued to live their love story, growing old together but never losing the youthful spark in their hearts. They reveled in the simple joys of life, from cozy evenings by the fireplace to picnics in the park. Their love was a testament to the idea that love, much like the stars, could shine brightly, no matter how many years had passed. They had found their adventure, their love beyond the stars, right in the heart of their small town. As they looked up at the starry sky on their golden anniversary, they knew that their love story had been written in the cosmos, and it would continue to shine for all eternity. It was a love story that had begun with an old book, a chance encounter, and a shared passion for the stars. It was a love that had taken them on adventures beyond their wildest dreams, and it was a love that would continue to inspire them, just like the constellations in the night sky.